It felt like my first home ever, like with the staff. They feel very much welcoming, inviting, and then just having a bunch of kids around makes it feel almost like a family in a way. That's what I'd say Arch is to me. It's just a place for change.
Arch is a residential treatment facility for youth with co-occurring disorders, so substance use and mental health concerns. It's a place where we encourage them to heal and to be in their safety. It's a 3 to 6 month long program for 13-year-olds through 18-year-olds. We take up to 18 kids at a time, and we have about 35 staff members to support them.
Yes, it's a treatment center and it is a professional service that we provide youth, but it's their home, and oftentimes the behavioral health system, especially residential treatment centers, are capturing kids that are falling through different gaps, whether that's within their family systems or OCS or Division of Juvenile Justice, or just when there aren't the right levels of care for youth. Oftentimes residential treatment centers is that safety net for them, and that's an honor for us to be a part of that process with them. I think the acuity of who we're seeing come into our door nowadays is a lot more intense in their substance use and using substances like fentanyl that are fatal, paired with really intense mental health symptoms and challenges, struggling with self-harm behavior, suicidal ideation, suicide attempts. That acuity level has been a huge change and a huge shift that we've seen coming through our doors in the last couple of years especially.
Arch recently advanced from a level 3.5 to a level 3.7 residential treatment facility, meaning it can now serve youth with more acute needs, including those experiencing withdrawal, thanks to on-site nursing and daily psychiatric care.
It allows us to bring a more acute patient into Arch because we have a lot more support, being a psychiatrist every day, being nursing, and peer support too. So we have a lot more resources to support the children as they're transitioning in.
My mom and my aunt were both addicts. They were like my parents. Alcohol, drugs, all kinds of stuff. They always fought in front of me. It was like every night. My mom had died when I was 14, and it was just how life was. Basically, it was sleep, do drugs, sleep, do drugs. And then I came to Arch and I learned just how much things had started to affect me. But I was able to make that turnaround when I got to Arch, just kind of realizing my potential and realizing who I am as a person, and that my past didn't define what my future could look like. And I knew that I had to make a difference, and it had to stop with me.
Her potential is absolutely limitless, and her ability to really own this role of youth advocate has been so inspiring. We just got back from DC. She went to DC with me and a couple of my colleagues, and just seeing her own that space, you know, Senator Sullivan, Senator Murkowski, all eyes were on her.
Everybody can be efficient and do their job comfortably is my goal. And in the process of achieving my goal, we received grants to make the building more efficient. Our main highlight would be our basketball court, which is just completely awesome.
Arch is the only non-tribal residential treatment center operating in the state of Alaska right now. And 5 years ago, that wasn't the case. There was 6 or 7. So Arch today would not have its doors open if it wasn't for our individual donors, corporate donors, major funding partners. There are so many partners that have walked alongside us in this journey, recognizing the disparity in rates, the lack of grant funding supporting this population, and came through, and not just came through to maintain, but helped us really enhance to make sure that this is a level of care that's going to have the greatest impact.
Honestly, you can't put a price on stuff like this. The Alaskan saying of "it takes a village to raise a child" is very true. Every single kid I've seen come through this program could have used more, and we're always thinking about better ways to serve them, and if anybody deserves it, it's them.